Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Coram with Colorado Hey, thanks for tuning into the show, we greatly appreciate it. Also, if you haven't heard, we have the Real Estate Radio Show on News Radio 105.5 FM and 1240 AM every Saturday at 11:30. So tune in for that. We discuss real estate investing, and that's exactly what we're going to show you today. What could possibly be a great real estate investment for somebody out there looking for cash flow, or for those of you who just need a really inexpensive property. We're standing in front of 3120 Teylingen, unit number D. Now this condo features 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a little over 800 square feet, and it's on sale, guys, for $50,000. Now, we get more response off of these really El Cheapo condos and townhomes than any other thing that we videotape, guys. So keep in mind, if you're watching this 3 months down the road from the shooting of this condo is already gone, okay? But if you're seeing this today, you need to get on board, because typically on the last one that we shot that was this inexpensive, I literally had 4 different offers on that property, and I expect this to be no exception. This is a powerhouse investment, and for those of you who need a mortgage on $50,000, you're looking at $200 a month. This is an excellent deal. With all of that said, come on inside and take a look at 3120 Teylingen. So we're inside 3120 Teylingen, and then we walk into this huge open great room. Now guys, check this out. Down here, you've got hardwood floors that are actually in pretty decent shape, and then you have something you're not expecting to find in a condo. You've got vaulted ceilings in this great room. Now this is a pretty good use of space. You can set out your couches, at various parts of the room, set the TV next to that, and what you have here is a really nice living room area. Now guys, this shows fair to Midland, okay? But what it needs is a little bit of paint, just to gussy it up a bit, and just kind of cleaning out the floors, and maybe updating some of the floors in the kitchen and bath, which we'll see in just a moment. And the kitchen area's got its own little, sitting area where you set down some stools here, and you can eat right here. And then you have the cabinets, albeit dated, are perfectly functional and okay for a first-time buyer or a rental. Guys, you don't need to do anything to this kitchen. It's already got all the appliances. Got to point out that it's got a gas stove, which, if you're a cooking buff, that's important to you. Your dishwasher over here, and of course your fridge. So the appliances are good to go, making this thing turnkey. This is when we make it into the bedroom part of the section. So we start back here. The bedrooms are right about the same size, so it's going to be tough to call a master because they are pretty much average size. But as we look around the bedroom, you'll notice, the walls are white, so I'd want to two-tone out the paint job. The carpeting, albeit used, is not used hard by any means. Again, first-time home buyer, this is enough to get you started. If you really wanted to replace this is maybe $100 worth of carpet. But truly, guys, for you investors out there, this is going to work fine as it sits. I'm going to clean this carpeting, and we're going to call it a day. We don't need to replace the flooring in here. Pretty good sized closet with very recently added bifold doors. So those are good to go. And then that's bedroom number 1. On the way to bedroom number 2, we have the only bathroom in the unit. Keep in mind, this is a one-level condo. So in the bathroom, you got a nice tile surround job in the shower. You've got that same tile that I mentioned in the kitchen that kind of sucks that we're going to want to replace right here. So I'd swap that out, and then you're good to go in the bathroom while you're painting it. Finally, we have the other bedroom. I think they were using this as the master, and the reason I say that is because they added a little feature which you may or may not want. It's got a vanity, a secondary vanity here with sink. It was obviously plumbed in because they took the time to winterize it. It's kind of in a weird location, so I don't know if you keep that or not. You know what I mean? You may want to just go ahead and gut that and pull that out, but if you like the vanity, you want to keep that. Certainly better to have it than not have it. As far as the rest of the room goes, what I love about it is the big picture window, practically a ceiling to floor window here that's letting in a ton of natural light. And then again, the carpeting looks fine. I mean, there's nothing that needs to be done to this carpet except maybe a good cleaning. And again, if you really wanted to replace it, we're talking $100 worth of carpeting and you're good to go. So again, let's talk price point. This is a $50,000 condo. In its heyday, these sold for a little over $100,000 pretty easy. And today, with the drop down in the market, they're probably worth 80 to 90 grand, somewhere in there, okay, based on the comps. You're getting it for 50. What that means is you got a payment around $200 a month for the mortgage. And one thing I need to point out is the HOA on these units is high at about $240 a month, but that includes your utilities So, I mean, when you look at what you would have spent on utilities, it's really not that much more expensive than what you would have paid anyway. Those of you retail buyers out there, that means this is a $400, $450 a month payment. $450 a month to own a place. For those of you investors out there, if you can pay cash for this, you're looking at getting $700 to $800 a month worth of return on this with no mortgage and just the HOA. You write a check for $50,000, and after your HOA fees, you're pocketing $400 to $500 a month in positive cash flow after spending maybe $1,000, $2,000 at most, to get this thing in tip-top rental condition. That's what I call a good return on investment. This is an excellent investment for those of you out there, but it's a great investment for first-time home buyers as well who just need to qualify for a really low-end mortgage. Let's check out the back deck, and we're going to get you rolling. Come along. So we're out back at 3120 Van Teylingen, and one of the things I like about this condo, remember, location, 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 but never so true as it is with condos, because you don't have any control over the lot. It all depends on where the condo is located and also where it faces. So look back this way if you can, and you have a basically low-use road back there behind you, and you know, kind of backs to open space, as you can see there. So got your own little backyard, if you will, and though there's a unit below you, it's nice to be the upper end condo because you don't have anybody above you, which is a nice touch. Again, guys, 3120 Van Teylingen Drive, Unit D. This is listed for $50,000. In a normal market, this is an $80,000 to $90,000 condo, so we're almost getting half off on this thing for doing a very minor amount of repairs. Investors, take heed. This is a cash flowing opportunity for you if you get a mortgage, and obviously it's a huge amount of cash flow if you can just walk in and write a check for this. Don't forget to tune into the Colorado Real Estate Radio Show every Saturday on News Radio 105.5 FM and 1240 AM, where myself and my mentor, Michael Jake, are going to be discussing real estate investor topics. But those of you who aren't investors yet, you should listen as well. There's a lot of great topics for those of you looking to buy a home. Your first home is the most powerful investment you're going to make, so you're going to get a lot of tips whether you're an investor or not. With that, guys, this is Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. We're getting into 2011, guys. Rates are stupidly cheap still, and you can buy a house in this market for lower than we ever have before, so take advantage. Best way to do it, the number's at the bottom of the screen, 719-649-2500. And don't forget to register online at www.ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com, the leading resource in Colorado Springs for finding all the foreclosure property in and around the area. With that, this is Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.